Good morning, my friends. I am trying something absolutely new today, so hopefully this video actually does turn out. So I'm trying something a little bit different. I am so glad that you're here today, and I want to let you know that on Tuesdays, usually on Tuesday morning, Stampin' Up! Always announces news things going on. This is their news day, so what I do is I try and go on as quickly as possible and find out what it is. And you will not believe what is coming in June. If you saw some of my Facebook posts already on my page, you will know there are two deals coming from Stampin' Up! Coming June the 5th. Now, that is amazing. That is great. The first deal is 10% off bundles. So normally you'd get bundles at 10% off, but they're adding an extra 10% on top of it. So that is a total of 20% off of bundles coming June 5th to the 30th. So that's deal number one. Deal number two is if you have been waiting for getting a Stamp and Boss machine, now is the time between June 5th and 30th to get your Stampin' Emboss machine, because they are offering 10% off a Stampin' Emboss machine. Now you could get the mini one. That's okay. That's fine. But honestly, get the larger one. You will be much happier with it. And totally getting that. That is the best deal. I wanted to let you know. Now, I thought I should, as a demonstrator, I should sweeten the pot. I'm going to sweeten the pot for you. If you email me your order between now and June the 10th, I will add free shipping onto your order, but you have to send it to me, northernstamper@gmail.com. I will right now place it in waiting status and make sure that you get it. So send me the order and I'll add free shipping on top of that. Yeah, that's just the way I roll. Anyways, I have got so much to show you. There's some really great stuff. So I'm going to put you actually up on the camera mount so that you can see some of the stuff that I got coming up. Oh my goodness. It's been a mind blast of a week, I got to tell you. Okay, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's go for a little ride. All right, hopefully this works out. Put you up on the camera mount. Oh, look at that, it's working. Oh, hello from Montana. So, as I mentioned, I wanted to say June 5th to the 30th, 10% off a bundle. Now, you may be asking, what is a bundle? A bundle is a stamp set and some of the associated dies that go with this. So this is lovely and sweet. This is a stamp set. This is the bundle. And usually the ones with the dies run about $70. So that's, you get an extra. When you buy a bundle, you get the 10% off. But then in June 5th to 30th, you're going to get an extra 10, so that's a little bit more off. So that is what a bundle is. It could be a punch, but usually it's a die and a stamp set. So this is a stamp set I'm going to use today, and I'm just going to put that off to the side. Mentioned 10% off the machines, free shipping. All right. Okay, so I got to show you something. I was getting ready today, and I wanted to show you the cards that I had made on this weekend. I did a free card making class to get people interested and show them what they can create. And this is one of the card designs that I created. Okay, I am loving the ephemera. Okay, I gotta work on that. Ephemera packs. These are the little pieces. They're like little punch outs of paper, and the sentiments. Okay, if you get anything, just get the sentiment ones. It is fantastic. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I love this. Okay, so what I did is I realized when I was getting this live ready, I made my card backwards. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I did it upside down backwards, but that's okay. The ephemera packs are absolutely fabulous. Look at that. Check out that card. I had actually, in the last minute last night, changed my design for today's Takeaway Tuesday. We were going to make this one with the ephemera packs and the sentiments. Ooh, can you see it there? Woohoo, looking lovely. We were going to do this design, and I decided not to because I thought it just didn't show off enough of the designer series paper. I wanted to do something with this designer series paper, but this is still a lovely card. This ephemera pack was black and white. This one in particular, it comes in the pack, the different bunch of flowers, and I just colored this one in to match the card and stuff like that. So loving these ephemera packs. Going to be huge on my list. I've already got, I think I bought 6 packs of these. I love them. In particular, got to get the sentiment one. Totally worth the 12 bucks, okay? I am telling you, totally worth the 12 bucks on that. If you have any questions, always drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. I am always here to help you. All right, I wanted to talk about new kit alternatives. Okay, I've been getting into kit alternatives, and I started working with the City Sites kits. Fabulous! And I got a whole bunch of different alternatives for this, and this will be on July the 10th. So if you buy this kit with me, you get to go in the special VIP kit alternative group, where I'm going to be showcasing and showing you how to make alternatives with this kit. It is absolutely fantastic. Hello Hollyhocks is coming up on June the 26th. These are the samples exactly as the instructions show off. Loving it. But I made alternatives also with this, and this will be showing in the VIP kit alternatives. All you have to do is buy a kit with me and get into that group, and I will show you how to make them. Loving this. This is a $20 kit. Very cost effective. Absolutely stunning. There's no stamping, so you don't have to worry about that. Great for gifts. All right. One more thing I have to show you. Okay. Expressions of Kindness. This kit is coming up. It is coming up in July. We got this early in Mexico, and me and my friend Cindy, Stampin' Chicks Creation, have decided to do a special alternative kits on this. Look at that. It is absolutely stunning. The flowers, the colors, oh my goodness, everything is absolutely spot on, and you are going to love the designs we got for this, okay? We have it posted, and the group for this special one is active, so as soon as you pay, you get in the group, and the fun already has begun. All right, ladies, are you ready to start crafting with me? Give me a thumbs up, and we will get started. I am not going to go through what each a size item of the items are. I already posted it. See, I got it in my little case. So we're going to go through that. These are my extra side samples that I had, that I was working with. I have posted the dimensions earlier today. So let's get ready and create our card. Okay. Now I decided I wanted to use some designer series paper that I wasn't quite sure about, okay? So I decided to use the to market. This one always reminds me of piggies, you know, this little piggy went to market. So I decided to use the to market designer series paper, and I'm going to need to grab a trimmer from somewhere. Oh no, I lost my trimmer. It would help if I had a trimmer. So what I'm going to do is we will be cutting the designer series paper down to the sizes here, and let's actually start with that. Okay, so as I said, I posted all of the dimensions in the main page. So this is an 11.5, and we're going to cut it down to 5. So let's do that. I did not cut it down, so I wanted to do this all with you together. Oops, let's get these guys out of the way. Hey, look, my nails match the Blackberry Bliss. Yay! All right. Cutting this down to 5 inches tall, all right, by 11.5 inches wide. I don't know about you, sometimes designer series paper becomes a little bit more challenging than others, and I found the market one was a little bit more challenging, just for me, because of, I guess, the color scheme and the whole thing altogether. These are the flowers we're going to be using, and so sometimes people just have challenges on different DSP. Now, the first score line we're going to do some scoring. 1 1/4, 4 1/4, and 7 1/4. Okay, so those are we're going to make 3 score lines. Okay, so I'm going to place it in, and let's get started. Where can I place this where you can see it? So I'm going to go up a little higher so that you can see the dimensions. 1 1/4. So 1 and 1/4. Look for the little notch. And I'm going to remember to score and not cut. That's a horrible sound, is when you cut it instead of scoring it. So that's 1 1/4. Let's go to 4 1/4. We're going to score it again. Okay. Now I'm going to take out the arm, and I'm going to score it at 7 1/4. Let's go along. Hello. And I have my friend Liz. She is online with me, and she is going to be moderating. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment, and my friend Liz will definitely be there to help answer any of your questions so I don't miss anything. Thank you, Liz. I greatly appreciate it. So there are the dimensions for the scoring. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it. I can feel the score line there. And we're going to fold it back and forth and back. Where'd the other one go? There we go. Back and forth. Now, in the dimensions, I had mentioned that there's like a little strip of the same DSP. Now, I don't know about you. This is totally up to you to do. So I had this along here, and I thought this brown was kind of like, you know, just a little brown. So I just took a little extra strip, and I'm going to be placing it right on there on the side. Now, ooh, this may be a little long, so we are going to have to cut that off. So let's actually cut that off. And that's at 4 1/4. So that's a little thing I forgot to mention. I'm just going to write this down. We're going to cut it at, so we want that base one. Once it's all folded over, up, 4 1/4. Okay? Because when I did the design, I didn't take into account cutting this part off. So let's make sure that this is 4 1/4. Let's just cut off that little strip, and look, that little strip ends up on here. Oh, look at that. How lovely. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to leave that there for a second and move this off to the side. Move my trimmer. All right, we've got everything here. Okay. Okay, let's go back and look. So we've got our piece scored at those marks. Okay. I'm going to take that little strip that I cut off, or if you have an extra one, I'm going to just glue it down. And Liz, I'm sorry to say this, I had to go back to my glue, my Stampin' Seal. I tried. I really did. I tried with the liquid glue. And it just, liquid glue and me just, I guess we're just acquaintances. So I'm going to place this on here. Now this strip, you don't have to do it. It is totally up to you. I just thought, I wanted a little bit more. I thought the brown was a little bit too heavy. So let's take a good close look. There we go. And then we have it open like that. Okay, so I just added that. What you're going to do next is we are going to add this, glue it straight onto the card base. Now there were two pieces. I had Blackberry Bliss, and this is Pumpkin Pie, and you'll see that they match right on top, and there's a frame all the way around. And I'm going to just glue that down. Okay. There's no ribbon going behind it, so I can just glue it down. So let's glue that down. And then this, before I do any gluing, oh, look, it's still a little bit too wide. Oh, I got to do a little bit more cutting. Okay, let's do that. And, oh, haha, look at that. I need to take off. I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to do another 1/4. I think it was 4 inches. No, it was... I'm going to do a little bit at a time, and then I'll give you the final dimension. Like I said, oh, no, that's definitely not right. So 3 3/4. This piece, once it's cut down, is 3 3/4. And now if I lay that on top, it will be exactly on there. So I was doing this late at night, about 11 o'clock. I don't know why I wanted to change today's card, but I just did. I really wanted to show off the DSP. Okay, so 3 3/4 is the base for this portion here. So I do apologize. I thought I had written it down, but I guess 3 3/4 for the final card base to sit on the card front. Does that make sense? I sure hope so. Okay, and I'm just going to glue that down. Okay. And on top. The reason I wanted to do this card is because I thought it showcased a lot more of the DSP than the other one. So isn't that gorgeous? That is absolutely gorgeous. The color combination, so I picked up the Blackberry Bliss from these flowers, really makes a big difference. I really like it. And what we're going to do next is we're going to cut some circles. Now these are using the dies from the, oh, what are they called? Let's look. Spotlight in Nature. Loving that. Okay, that is definitely a bundle that should be on your list. Okay, these are absolutely gorgeous dies. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. I like this one the best. It has a little bit of a design on it, and I'm going to show you what it's going to do when we cut. So what I did is in the Spotlight of Nature dies, we are going to be cutting out some circles, okay? And there should be a piece of basic white. Let's take that piece of basic white. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut out some circles. I'm going to take the dies. I'm just going to put them this way so that you can see. This is on the white one. These two are exactly the same size. I'm going to put the ones with the holes on the orange and the ones with the little hash marks on the Blackberry Bliss. The reason I did that is the orange will come out with holes, which look like this. So you can see the holes around the edge, right? There we go. That's the one with the holes around the edge. The Blackberry Bliss will not have holes around the edge. It will just have a little mark. I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's kind of dark. You can't see. But it has little hash marks all the way around. The reason I did that is because if I just put this on the card itself, I thought it just didn't quite stand out enough. It looks okay, and you can see through it, which is absolutely fine, but I wanted to step it up a little bit, and I'm going to put the Blackberry Bliss behind it so it blocks the look around it, and you can see through the holes that it's much darker with the Blackberry Bliss. All right, and again, we're going to cut out the white with the smaller one. That's going to fit on top. All right, so we got 3 layers of circles. Blackberry Bliss. This is Peach Pie, not Pumpkin Pie. It's Peach Pie. I wanted to pick up the lighter color in the Designer Series paper, the one with the holes, so that you can it's dark around the edge, and the white. So you're going to do 3 circles on that. Okay, so we have those 3 circles, and what I want to do is I'm going to take the DSP from the other piece, and I'm going to cut out one of these flowers here. I wanted to cut out one of these flowers. In particular, I'm going to cut out the Blackberry Bliss one. Now, it is, just ever so slightly cut off, but that's okay. I can still use that, and you really won't tell. So I'm going to quickly fussy cut this out. Okay. Remember, when you're cutting, you're driving the paper and not your scissors for fussy cutting. And the more you fussy cut, the faster you'll get. Okay. So hopefully you'll love this card when it's done. I thought it was really nice. Like I said, I challenged myself to use some of the paper that personally I thought was a little bit more difficult to use. And I'm glad I did, because I really like the design of this card once it's done. So I fussy cutted the flowers out. There we go. Can we see that? Awesome. And how these circles are going to go together. Remember, the dark on top of the orange. Actually, let's just glue that down so we don't lose it. Going to glue that down on top. All right. I'm not going to glue the white one down because I want to add a little sentiment on it. I'm going to glue this circle onto this flap on the left. Now remember, when you're gluing, do not glue the whole back, otherwise you will glue the card completely closed. So add a little bit of glue to the left side, right, just on that side, and just so it goes on that flap. Okay, on that flap. So there we go. Okay, you can barely see it. There we go. I'm going to stamp a sentiment on this white in Blackberry Bliss. The reason is, you could also do black, but I wanted to pick up the color from the Designer Series paper. Okay, and I'm going to use, what I found out is, because I'm going to use these flowers on top, this is a trick I realized. I'm going to put that circle on top, and then I'm going to put the flower. If I have a long sentiment, this is going to be hidden by the flowers. So what I needed to do was look for a vertical sentiment, one that goes up and down. Okay, whoop, there we go. A vertical sentiment as opposed to one that's very long. And I'm going to stamp that on that image so it's on the right hand side. So just be aware of things like that when you are putting a card together. So I'm going to stamp that on the right side. Oh, love it. And I'm going to close off my ink pad so I don't put my finger in it. Let's take this back. And now I can add it to that circle. There we go. Add it to the circle. I'm going to glue that down. There we go. You'll see that, again, the sentiment you'll see is on the right-hand side. And let's add that flower with some dimensionals. Ooh, I forgot something. You know what I forgot? I forgot ribbon. I had a great trick for you. All right. In the clearance section is this big fat white ribbon. Okay. What I want to do is I cut a piece of this big fat white ribbon, and I'm going to start peeling it up apart. And what I want to do is I want to make, okay, I got this thing with Keith Richards hair. That's, I'm going to make some Keith Richards hair right here on this top one. All right, so there's one. And I'm going to do that again. Oop, come on. Might have to try different. Come on. Keith Richards doesn't want to start that. Oh, we'll just do the other end. Okay, and we're going to pull it so it creates a little fray. Okay, this one is just not cooperating, but it will. There we go. We got a little bit of a fray there. And what I want to do, oh, this is very cool, is I'm going to put it on the back of the flower. There you go. So that just the fray part is showing over the flower. Okay, there you go. Just the fray. Okay. I'm going to do that for the bottom. Going to cut this down. And I'm going to have it so it just peeks out on the bottom. Glue that on there. Okay, come on. Glue that on there. So I got a little bit of ribbon on the bottom and the fray part on the top. There we go. And now I can add my dimensionals. Let's add our dimensionals. Don't want this going anywhere, so I'm going to put a whole bunch of dimensionals. Make sure it sticks well. So this big fat white ribbon is in the clearance section for something like $4. What a deal. Okay. Very cool to use. And actually the part that ends up over is really, keep that too, because that looks very, very pretty on some cards. Okay. Got that going. Now I got a Keith Richards song stuck in my head. Anybody else? Comment below if you know any Keith Richards songs. All right. And I'm going to place that right on top. Remember, it was a piece from the edge. I'm going to try and line that up as best as I can right with the edge. So it kind of gives that look. Oh my goodness, that looks fantastic. And all that we need to add Oh, there's two things we need to add. Embellishments is one. What color embellishments shall we do? The white, the green, the Blackberry Bliss. Let's go with Blackberry Bliss. A couple of those. Add those on. One more down here. Oh, can never have enough. There we go. Got that on. And the last final piece is the piece of white that slips on the inside, so you can add your little sentiment in there. That was the wrong one. There we go. This one. Now I'm going to tuck it up right against the fold. The reason I'm tucking it up against the fold, so just a small little piece of white is showing on the right hand side. I don't want to have too much, but I do want to have a place to write a sentiment. So I'm going to tuck it right up against the edge. Close it up. And there we go. If you want, add some Wink of Stella. I love this. I think it really shows off the designer series paper much nicer than the last one. Okay, so add some Wink of Stella to your little flowers. Here's my mock-up from 11 o'clock last night. Oh my goodness, they look exactly the same. Which one do you like better? Woohoo! They look exactly the same. I'm loving it. I think it's a great use of paper. It really shows both the front and the back. Okay, so the back is not so exciting, but it adds a little bit of design, and you can see everything that's going on. Oh, I think it's fantastic. Designer series paper is so much fun to use. Don't forget, ladies, all of the things that I talked about coming up. If you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. My name is Tina Kavergich. Don't forget, 10% off bundles, 10% off machines, free shipping if you order directly with me at northernstamper@gmail.com. New kit alternatives, Hello Hollyhock, City Lights, Expressions of Kindness, and always follow me because I got classes coming up. Hold on, ladies. I want to say a proper goodbye. And oh, look, there's my room all ready for friends and crafting ladies coming for tomorrow night for another free class. Thank you for joining me. Comment below if you are going to be making a card. I'd like to see it below. It's fantastic. Thank you for joining me. Any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. Until next time, my friends, keep crafting, and I'll see you then.